Alright, let's look at the homework 5.4, problem number 1. Alright, so we want to find the left sum with n equals 3 for this graph A. Alright, let's do that. Alright, so let's see. So left sum at 3. So we're talking about this rectangle in black. So you use the left endpoint and use this value to determine the height of the approximating rectangle. Right, so you can see that the height of this rectangle is 5. Right, for the second one, the height of the rectangle using the left endpoint to determine the height, then that's going to be looks like 9. Right, then last one, the height is determined by the left endpoint, so that's height is 11. Right, then times the base. Each rectangle base is actually 1, so multiply by 1. Right, so this is going to be equal to, so that's 25. Right, so left sum is 25. Right, check the answer. Alright, we got that. Alright, so value of right sum for the same graph would be, right, for this time, for this first interval, we use the right endpoint to determine the height. So we are looking at this bigger rectangle. So R3 would be, right, so height is 9 for the first one. And the second one, height is going to be 11. Right, and the last one, height is going to be 12, and the width is 1, so base is 1, so this is going to be 32. Right, so let's type it in, 32. Right, check the answer, we got that. Alright, so let's do the same thing for the graph B. Right. Alright, so left sum for graph B would be L3. Alright, so using the left endpoint, determine the height, so it looks like it's 12. Plus left endpoint to determine the sum, height is 8. And the left endpoint to determine the height, it's 6. And the base is going to be 1 still, so you have that. So this is going to be 26. Right, so let's type it in. Right, 26. Right, check the answer. Right, then right sum is going to be, right, so if you want to find right sum with n equals 3, right, look at the right endpoint, determine the height, so that's 8, plus right endpoint to determine the height, that's 6. And look at the right endpoint, determine the height, that's 5, and times 1, right? So that's going to be 14 and 19. Right, so this is 19. Right, let's check the answer. Right, that's that. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.